All right, so now we're at 145. We're gonna pick the top three people from 145 ever. The three pound for pound best at 145. Who we going with?
You got to
Gotta
put
put Jose Aldo up there to put a give him respect. Gotta give him
exactly, exactly. I was just about to say that. You got to put Jose Aldo up there. You
yeah.
got to put Alexander Volkanovski, and you got to put Max Holloway.
Holloway. Okay, okay. So we're not gonna put Ilya. We're not gonna
No,
put Connor.
I'm not putting. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not putting Connor. I'm gonna tell you that first. Connor because he never defended the title. He won it and he left.
Yep.
Right. Ilya, he just didn't do enough. He didn't do more in that division than Max Holloway did. He didn't do more in that division than Volkanovski did. And he, for damn sure, didn't do more in that division than Jose Aldo did.
That's true. I can agree with that. Yeah. I would say that Jose Aldo obviously has to be the best. Probably if you're gonna look at the best 45er ever, it has to be Jose Aldo. Now, I'm not talking about skill wise. I'm talking
Yeah.
about legacy wise because he carried it from WEC, destroying people in WEC, brought it over to the UFC, first UFC champion, and then carried that belt for a long time. I
Yeah, I
used to
mean,
look up to Jose Aldo for a while.
he was undefeated for 10 years.
No one could mess with Jose Aldo. Like he was carrying Brazil on his back for a minute. Jose Aldo with that leg kick, he probably has to have the most devastating leg kick in all of MMA history.
I mean, look what he did to Uriah Faber in WEC. He stopped them with leg kicks. His leg was purple, right? Bro was biracial.
I
Had a
would say
different
that
color leg.
I would say that Jose Aldo popularized leg kicks,
He did.
right? Who was really throwing leg kicks like that? I mean, you had Thiago Alves, you had a few people throwing them, but like Jose Aldo really popularized the leg kick before calf kicks came over and kind of took over the game. But
Yeah, yeah.
Jose Aldo is just and not only did he dominate at 145, but once he went down to 135, he's one of the best fighters to ever drop a weight class and do well. Like he didn't obviously win a strap or anything, but he did a good job at 135 as well. So like
Yeah,
his career altogether, the big picture, he was a great fighter all around.
yeah. I agree.
So gotta give him number one. Then you said Max Holloway, and then you have Volkanovski. Both of them beat Jose Aldo. Max Holloway is the best, just could never beat Volkanovski. And
Yeah.
Volkanovski is the best skill wise, probably the best skilled 145er ever, only losing to Ilia Topuria. And in that fight, it wasn't really like a skill difference. It was a
Yeah.
power difference, and he was a little bit chinny coming off that loss to Islam.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he wouldn't have got knocked out, but I don't think there's a giant skill disparity. I think it's just you can't get hit by Ilya and live to tell the tale. That's
Yeah, and that would go for him. And that
exactly. So it wasn't like a skill difference because I would still say their skill is right neck and neck still. But best skilled fighter at 145. Period. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think he's one of the best skilled fighters in any division.
Ever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same, same. Like great cardio, great boxing, feints, smart as hell. Can't be dominated on the ground by a Dagestani. Islam
Yeah.
tried to dominate him on the ground, couldn't. And if that fifth round would have kept going, what would have happened? He was getting ready to
No,
stop Islam.
exactly. He just
And
needed a little bit more time.
if there was another round or two more rounds, he wins that fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Volkanovski, you can't out grapple him. Brian Ortega couldn't do it either. You can't outstrike him. It's very hard to outstrike him, obviously, if you catch him and you got, hands from hell
Right.
like Ilya does. That's different. But all around, all across the board, Volkanovski is an amazing.
He's a well-rounded fighter. He can do everything.
Exactly. And then you got Max Holloway, who we put at number three. The thing about Max Holloway is, I'm not saying he's the most skilled fighter ever, but he's the most tenacious dog BMF that there is. Like, look at what Max Holloway has done. His resume is crazy. He beat everybody. He beat Anthony Pettis. He beat the Korean Zombie.
I mean,
He
look what he
beat
did to
Hater.
Jose Aldo. Look what he did to Jose Aldo.
Oh, and that was Jose Aldo coming. Jose Aldo was arguably still in his prime at that point.
I mean, at that point, Aldo only lost to Conor McGregor.
And that was like some BS and whatever. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
the. And he beat him twice and stopped him twice.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was,
bad.
it was, yeah. I mean, the first fight, I believe it was just consecutive ground and pound shots. It just looked bad.
And you know what it is? What makes let's talk about the technical aspect about what makes Max so good. I think one of the standout features about Max Holloway is that Max Holloway, he has a gas tank, a crazy gas tank. He has 5 strong in him. Not only does he have a good gas tank, he has really good takedown defense, and he has great boxing. And he's constantly volume punching, volume punching, volume punching, moving his feet, never staying stationary. Just all the things that it takes to be a good fighter. I mean, think about it. These days, who are good fighters? You have wrestlers and boxers. But if you have a boxer who can wrestle, or at least anti-wrestle like he can, see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Works behind his jab, uses combinations. Only really, I mean, who do you really lose to? He lost to a similar stylistic matchup in Dustin Poirier at 155, which doesn't count. And
Yeah.
then he lost to Ilya Taporia. He got hit, and when you get hit by Ilya, you don't live to tell the tale. So, like, you know how that goes. You don't live to talk about it. You know what's really funny about that? Quick side note. Everybody who's Ilya's knocked out all say that it wasn't that bad. He doesn't hit that hard.
Because nobody wants to give him his credit. You know this, and that's true because the person that they'll say hit harder was somebody that didn't even knock them out.
Didn't knock him out. Yeah, like
Yeah, so
Volkanovski's
it's
like,
like
yeah, Islam hits harder. This person hits harder.
Max said Gaethje hits harder.
You not next. Yeah, I think it's definitely some kind of haterade going on there. But it's like,
Yeah,
come on. Obviously, he hits hard. He puts you guys out, and you guys are some of the best ever, right?
exactly.
But yeah, so I think that one's an easy one at 145 to put those three at the top. Is there anybody that's like a runner up? You think at that point, I guess you would put Ilya and Conor McGregor in there, right? Like
Yeah,
those
those
would
would
be
be the
the
only
runner
two.
ups.
Just based on their presence and what they did to get to the belt.
You know what's
Those would be the
interesting?
only.
They're kind of similar in the way they did things, right? Like they kind of both like ran to the strap and then
Yeah,
cleared it.
and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I feel like I saw something on Instagram where it said that they both had 7 wins and 7 victories at 45 in the UFC.
That's true. That's weird.
I
Ilya
could be
does feel a
wrong.
lot like Conor though,
Yeah, he's like a little Spanish version.
but he defended his belt against
Yeah,
another goat. That's different. Like think about that. Like imagine beating Jose Aldo and then there was another person like Jose Aldo and he went and beat him too. That's kind
yeah.
of what Ilya did. He beat Max Holloway and beat Volkanovski. Like
And I feel like Connor could have done that. He just didn't stick around. He wasn't chasing the title of the best 45 pounder. He was chasing just greatnest in general, which is why he
he
went for
wanted,
that
he wanted
second
the
strap.
bag. Yeah, he wanted the money. He was really. He did a good job. I mean, look at what he has now, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's not doing a great job.